going on, Gas Gang? Yes, we are back with another sick video on the Audi RS5, and today we are fitting methanol injection. Guys, this is going to be sick and real interesting, so stay tuned and let's get it. So yes guys, as the intro said, today we are back down at Devil Developments with the Litco team and the Audi RS5, and yet again the Audi is getting more modifications, namely and foremost methanol injection. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this has been a bit of a process and I have missed some of it, so you've got to forgive me, but we're gonna have a good run through of exactly what's being done. I basically come down last week and dropped my Audi RS5 to Devil Developments with Ben and Litco, and I basically took the Eco Beast, the 300 brake horsepower. That's actually a ST van. I took that home, so I've been driving that basically. And what they've been doing in that time is fitting methanol injection. It's a sick meth setup. I can't wait to show you it and tell you more about it. On top of that, we've done some other things which I want to tell you about too, because as I say guys, we're not messing around with this car. We are not messing around with this car. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to get in there and have a chat to Ben. I'm going to show you everything that's been done. We're even going to run it on a dyno to see if it's making more power, which I'm pretty sure it is going to. And yeah, we just have a chat through. So guys, stay tuned for this one. It's going to be real sick. Let's get in there. Ben,
yes,
I'm back.
You are.
Finally, it's been about a week now since I left my car with you, and you've been a busy man, probably in between other jobs, getting this sorted for me today. But we are now running Meth.
We've got Meth. Yeah, we've got Meth on it. So,
like, obviously we've got Meth, and there's lots of brands of different kits out there, and so on and so forth. And I'm led to believe, you know, that this is perhaps the kit we fitted is one of the best that you can get. Maybe.
I mean, the kits are pretty generic in terms of the pumps are pretty much all the same, and the hardware side of it. But what we've done is, instead of like, there's sort of three basic ways you can do it really. So you've got a generic sort of pressure switch, which is on or off. That's the most basic. Then you've got the smaller controllers, like maybe like the AEM kits, where it's got two knobs on it. So it's got like a start injection and a full power.
That's the one.
So it varies between the two. And then there's this kit, which is a TORQBYTE controller, which is fully programmable for however you want to do it. And you can upgrade it, and it's got CAN bus, and it's got, it's fancy.
Yeah, that's what we like.
That's what we've got on this. So.
Wicked, wicked. And we are running a dual nozzle setup. Or something.
So we've got two nozzles. Yep. Ideally, we wanted three. We were going to put one on each manifold. They're plastic. It's a hot V engine, so the manifolds are out the way. Okay. And because they're plastic, we don't want to end up blowing the nozzle out. Of course.
Cool.
Yes, we've got two nozzles. We've got one in the charge cooler down the bottom there.
Okay, yep, so it's tucked away, guys, basically you won't be able to see it. But
so we've got, obviously, got the pipework coming up here.
Yep.
Got a solenoid here, which obviously the controller will turn on and off. And obviously when the car's off, it's all off, that's shut. That stops it siphoning all the fluid out.
Okay, cool. So
what
it's
is
ready to
quite
go.
common, if you don't have a solenoid, is because of the tank position, and if you park it at a funny angle, it can empty the entire tank into your intercooler or pipework. So then when you fire it up and you first put your foot down, you can end up hydrolocking the engine and bending rods. And
not good.
Always fit a solenoid. They're about 50 quid extra, but
it's worth it.
And then the other side of the solenoid, we've got it teed off. So we've got one nozzle down here. Yep. And then we've got another nozzle, you can just about see there, and that boost pipework there.
But yeah, we're in there. And what I would like to say is we haven't actually mapped this in. This is primarily at this time now, just for cooling. We're using
just for cooling.
Yeah. So it's not a meth dependent car. Again, it's kind of, we've got it set up and ready for, you know, future developments with the car, shall we say.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about that controller is it can run another pump, it can run another solenoid, we can do other stuff with it.
Do you want to quickly show them the pump? Because you showed me earlier and it is bloody cool, guys. Check this out.
So we've got a controller in there.
And it hooks, and this is the other thing, it hooks straight up to the laptop, doesn't it? I mean, like with something like an AEM kit, it has like a kind of, say, a controller in the cab, which you could kind of tweak with, but this is all kind of...
Yeah, I mean, the AEM kit is great. but it's either on or it has a start pressure. So when it starts injecting, and then you set the the pressure at which you want it to become full, and it just increases between whatever you set it between.
Yeah.
Which is better than the kits that just turn on. They've got a pressure switch and they're just on or off.
Yeah, yeah.
Because obviously as the speed of the engine comes up, it starts swallowing more and more air, and you want to inject that methanol quite carefully so it matches the airflow of the engine.
Yeah.
Because if you spray too much in early, you will end up with less power. This is what we've ended up with. So this is basically our duty cycle. So 0 is being off, 100% is the pump flat out. So it's a PWM, it's a pulse width control basically. And obviously you can see we're running 1.6 bar at 2000 RPM, 45%. And then as it comes up, we end up all the way up. And you can see it in the 3D, it makes a little bit more sense. You see it as it comes, so as we come up, and obviously the boost dies away for whatever reason. So if you have a car that makes less boost at the top, which is quite typical, small turbo cars, they come up here, they'll do this.
Yep.
So as obviously the engine's swallowing less air, you can vary, you can do what you like with it.
Yeah, yeah. A neat install too, as you guys see. We've got the TORQBYTE controller in here. We fitted a tank. We're thinking maybe in the future we might go with something a little bit.
It's an awkward shape, that tank. I know.
But it's a 10 litre. 10 litre is it?
It's a big tank. Yeah.
It's a big tank. I know people are probably thinking, how the hell are you going to fill that up? But actually, drop the back seat, you can get to it perfectly, right?
Yeah. We had to put it there. I decided to put it there basically so we can still get to the spare wheel.
Yep. Yep.
Obviously, everything is actually under here, and we can actually.
Oh yeah, because it's quite stealthy. We've got the so that's a cooling mist pump.
The cooling mist pump. Yes, we've got the pump. Obviously, this is all wiring, everything.
Yeah.
We sort of just wanted it to be, factory. So,
yeah. Yeah.
So it's nice.
Wicked. Shall we run this up on the dyno, see what it makes? It's quite a hot day again today, so it's fairly equal playing fields for last time.
It's hotter than last time, actually.
I mean, it was 26 degrees last time, I think, in the dyno room.
More than that now.
I think we're going for a little bit more than that today, guys. So yeah, I mean, the temperature's against us. People in Australia, I know, are laughing at us saying it's not hot. That's all we got. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean?
All right.
But for England, believe me, it's hot. So yeah. We're going to run this bad boy up on the dyno and see what kind of gains it makes, and show you our cooling advantages over the stock runs. So let's get it. 535.9 brake horsepower, so basically 536 brake horsepower. I'm a very happy guy. Ben, you smashed it. Let me come this side because the light is behind you. But yes, all good, I guess.
Yeah, no map adjustments, so that's literally just colder air, you know, it's denser.
Crazy, so no map adjustments.
It adds a little bit more timing. It's just happier. That's where it should be.
Yes, yeah. And the main thing is, we're the same temperature. It was a hot day before, and it's a hot day today, so there's no trickery there. 535 brake horse, that's crazy. So it made, was it 504 before?
504, yeah, on the best run.
So over 30 brake horsepower just by cooling it down.
Yeah, by cooling it about 35 degrees. So,
that's absolutely crazy. And what you have here is the before and after runs or something. I'll let you explain.
Yeah, so this is obviously before, so when we were data logging it, without the water meth. So we started at 30 degrees here, and we've ended up at 70. This is after one fifth gear pull on the dyno. Wow. So same thing again, fifth gear pull on the dyno with the methanol. I mean, it started a little bit lower anyway. So we started at 24 degrees and we're up to 35.
So
we've had an 11 with methanol. It's an 11 degree increase in intake temps across the whole range. And without the methanol, it's 40 degrees. So it
That's
goes up
crazy.
40 degrees, this is going up 11.
Yeah.
You know,
So what?
made it a lot better.
So for anyone, and I mean, you don't even have to be into RS5s here for this one. It just shows the benefits of cooling a car down, right?
Only if the car needs it.
Okay.
If your car was doing this without it,
Yeah.
you're not going to get 30 horsepower.
Yeah, of course.
If you don't have 500 horsepower, you're not going to get 30 horsepower.
Of course. But for anyone with an RS5, a B9 RS5, we got to state how hot these things run stock, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'd love to get this with an intercooler and the Meth. I think that's next.
That's where
when
we
you
need to be. Yeah.
You know, it's okay, but that's kind of how it should be.
Stock-ish.
Anyway,
Okay.
maybe. That's how an M3 is. Stock.
Really? Bro, don't do that to me, man. Don't say that. I'm trying to put M3s behind me. But regardless, we're cooler. So, I mean, mission accomplished pretty much with that one.
Yeah, for now.
A good starting point, as
sure.
I say, and for the people at home, we've got big things coming anyway, so this is literally just the start. And another great thing that you guys also done is we've got a gearbox map on it now.
Yeah, we put a gearbox map on it. Stock gearbox map, the torque limiter is like 660 Newton meters. It's an arbitrary figure. We've raised it anyway for when we do go more power.
Yep.
So power-wise, it wasn't really limiting it anyway.
Got you.
But we've increased the shifting, decreased the shifting times on it.
Okay,
So the gear
they're
shifts
even
are
quicker.
quicker.
And I think what we'd do is add a visual representation right about now. Cool, and we're back. So as you can see, that is absolutely aggressive as hell. One last thing. Right, so we are going to be going to an event very soon where we're doing some high-speed runs.
Yeah.
Now, I was a little bit unsure what this was limited at. Some of them come with a 155 limiter. I think some come with a 17 something limiter. You guys have been in there, done some magic, and now my car's limited to what?
Well, we raised it to the maximum allowed, which is 340 kilometres an hour. So
Okay, so
10, something.
210
You'll
miles.
never hit it, but
Yes, I will. All right, guys, so that is a wrap. Ben has just smashed it once again. Ben, Litco, and the Devil Developments team, they've killed it. Also, I want to give a massive shout out to Bruce Morris for all his support. Guys, Bruce is basically the king of meth, the wizard of meth, if there is such a name. Guys, I'll leave links to him for Cooling Mist and TORQBYTE in the description, so please check that out. 536 brake horsepower now, no map adjustments. We have a gearbox map on it, and also we've got the speed limiter set to 210 miles an hour. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today. If you have, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Guys, we have some high-speed events coming up that we're going to put this car to the test in, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Guys, it's been sick. Once again, Litco, Devil Developments, Ben, you smashed it. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.